Behave!
Hello, and welcome back to another video. Today we're playing Future Fragments, which is basically a Metrovania loot game. As obviously, we won't be seeing the loot parts because but we'll be playing the regular part of the game. Normal. So if you see a blur, you know why. Spell Kingdom 990 AD. Words. Read.
Long ago,
Okay.
there were 5 kingdoms, each of them vying to become the strongest in the land. However, the Spell Kingdom, once a force to be reckoned with, was beginning to lose ground in the Great War.
Spell Kingdom 5 years later, 995 AD.
During a particularly harsh attack, the reigning king and all of his most trusted warriors were vanquished, with the kingdom on the brink of ruin. But then, when all seemed lost, a traveling sorcerer joined the fray, wanting to help the impoverished kingdom. He quickly defeated the attackers in a display of his overwhelming magical power. Grateful for his efforts in their time of need, the citizens pleaded with this sorcerer to guide their kingdom to victory in the war. Willing to take on the challenge of bringing the Spell Kingdom back to its former glory, he readily accepted and began training the citizens in his powerful magics. The new king soon realized that some citizens had a natural affinity for his brand of magics, and so he handpicked these promising candidates to receive training in order to bolster the kingdom's defenses. In no time at all, the efforts of the new king had started to pay off. The Spell Kingdom was well on its way to becoming a worthy contender once again.
Spell Kingdom 1000 AD.
But, despite this effort, they were still unable to consistently defend themselves. They needed a trump card, something to absolutely crush any hope of opposition against their kingdom. And then, it came. During his yearly recruitment of new mages to his elite forces, the king stumbled upon 2 extremely gifted candidates. 21-year-old Talia and 22-year-old Faye, proclaimed by the king to have potential that only comes once in a century, immediately started receiving daily private training by the king himself. Rumors of the king having lost his mind, or simply playing favorites to 2 pretty women abounded, and so the citizens started to lose faith. However, just after 6 short months, the results of their training quieted any doubts about them. Upon their first deployment in battle, they effortlessly crushed the attacking forces single-handedly. The populace was in awe. It was as if they were seeing an echo of the king's performance from 5 years ago. There was a celebration that night. These saviors would ensure a future for the citizens of the Spell Kingdom for a long, long time. Or so they thought. Using his magics, the king foresaw his kingdom in ruins by next year. Threatened by Talia and Faye, the other kingdoms had started to plan to band together to wipe out all he had built up. Desperately, he sought out any solution, straining his magical power to its limits as he scoured the surface of the planet for any hope. Finding none, he decided there was no choice left but to cast his magical sight to that which lay beyond the realm of the current world. His efforts finally paid off. After many days locked away in his chambers, he had found the kingdom's trump card. the king had located a powerful weapon in the year 3000 AD. With it, he could overpower any challengers, keeping his kingdom safe forever as the weapon would be passed down from generation to generation. Attaining the weapon would be no easy feat, however. It was fragmented into many pieces across this strange, dangerous, and perverted future he had perceived. Worse yet, while he could tear open a portal in time to the future, he could not use the portal himself, as he needed to stay in the past as an anchor to maintain the link between time periods. So, he realized he would need to rely on his two strongest soldiers to carry out this mission, Talia and Faye. He spent the next day briefing them about everything he had learned. The abysmal future that the kingdom faced, the powerful future weapon, the global government that controlled the planet without issue. And lastly, he discovered that due to a ban on interpersonal intimacy of any kind, the future was starved for sex. So, it was likely that by taking this mission on, Talia and Faye could have to deal with the sexual urges of the people of this strange era. After the king finished explaining everything he had discovered, the two women offered to carry out the mission without hesitation or fear. They knew full well what they were getting into and had no issue with it, despite all the dangers and risks inherent. Seeing their vigor, the king decided on an extra incentive for the two of them. He declared that whoever found the most fragments of the weapon would become the sole leader of the Spell Kingdom's military forces. What the king didn't know, though, was that both of the women didn't really care about such a position. They each had their own motive for gathering the weapon. Faye, being arrogant and egotistical, wanted it for herself. She desired to not only take over the Spell Kingdom, but all the other warring kingdoms as well. Talia, being a pacifist at heart, wanted the weapon destroyed outright. She felt that there must be an alternative solution, as well as fearing the possibility of the weapon falling into enemy hands. After finishing his speech to the two of them, the king informed them that they would need to depart in just 5 days, when the fabric of time and space was weakest. And so,
this mission will be unlike anything you two have ever been on before. So get warmed up, stretch, whatever's needed to get ready. And when you want to head out, come and talk to me.
Okay. I guess I'm playing. Is this a Mega Man type game? No double jump? Oh, well, that's a lot of... abilities B. Next, yeah, it's definitely. It's sounding like a Mega Man game. Saw your mission by talking to the king and permanently leave the throne room. Decided to stay in the room a bit longer.
I assume you're ready to travel to the future?
Yes, sire.
Uh-huh. We can leave through that portal, right?
Correct, Faye. However, my morning visions have brought me new intel about the future, which I will share with you before you depart. First, it appears that the good guys in the future are the rebels. Conversely, the bad guys are part of the worm there.
Nah, I'm out. Don't need to hear stuff about people I'm gonna wipe out either way. The chump can stay and listen, though. She probably needs the extra help.
Well, I appreciate you staying near the rest of the intel, Talia.
Of course.
Now, I'll briefly go over the contraptions known as safe pads. Put simply, if you've stepped on one and saved, they will restore you wholly, mind and body both, should you perish during this mission. The respawn process also restores any belongings and clothing you possessed at the moment of saving.
That seems pretty convenient.
Indeed. That functionality is why I've given magic-imbued earrings to the both of you. Biting or swallowing one of them will instantly and painlessly disintegrate you, causing you to respawn on a save pad seconds later.
To escape enemy capture and avoid interrogation, I assume.
Correct. These future people must not learn of your origins. Otherwise, they may travel to our time themselves, and with their advanced weaponry and abilities, not even I would stand a chance.
Understood. I kinda wonder how far Faye's gotten ahead of me. Maybe I should leave.
Speaking of these future people, I have a specific order regarding your interactions with them. Don't.
Don't? As in, don't interact with them?
Exactly. They'll have nothing useful to tell you. Will waste your time, and above all else, they're a terrible, awful sort as it is.
Okay. Understood. Never known the king to be so negative like this. Something's not adding up. Either way, it'd probably be best to get going.
As for the
Might as well.
specific structure you'll be infiltrating, it's in a rather obscene location. These future people, they live 3 miles below the Earth's crust.
Kind of weird. At least I won't be cold, right?
I suppose. But isn't that ridiculous?
Okay.
How do these people function without basking in the sun's glow? Or walking through the farmlands? Or hiking up a steep mountainside?
Okay, now he's losing it.
No, he's ranting about people from the future. I really gotta go.
Nope.
For some reason, I'm still here. But, Sire, while I appreciate all the info, if I don't leave soon, it'll be impossible to catch up to Faye.
Ah, yes. I didn't have anything else left to tell you anyways. Good luck on your mission. I wish you both success.
We won't let you down. Or at least, I won't.
That's a lot of fucking info, though. Definitely seems like a Mega Man Inspire game, which is fine. Is there like a map? Yes, there is.
Hold up. This is one of those data banks the king briefed us on. I'll check it out, just in case it's got anything important.
Alright, listen up. We're gonna
Alright, listen up.
Shit.
I only got a few minutes of charge left, so here's my last report on the Wildwood situation. Bad news first. Despite my best attempts, I couldn't figure out a way to cleanse the place of that terrible, terrible energy. It seems that the Wildwoods will have to remain dependent on that loathsome fuel for now. I also lost a good man last night. Tuomas was the last of my squad, having survived this long despite horrific injuries. We should all strive to match the pure grit and willpower he personified. On to better things. This morning, I finished gilding every Seeba-tainted databank in the node. Making these databanks gold should be the standard across every precinct. It would reduce the ever-increasing chances of organization members stumbling into them. As for myself, I may be alone, but I'm still in good shape. If neither the Twilight Terror nor Seeba's efforts were enough to bring me down, then certainly the inhabitants of the Wildwoods aren't a threat to me. Once I've rested some, I'll be on my way back home to celebrate our consecutive victories with you all. Clean out.
Wait, his name is Clean? Okay.
Gold databanks, Seaber, and a guy named Clean. Seems like those might be good to remember. Hope Faye isn't too far ahead now, though. Checking that out took longer than I thought.
Okay.
Hey, you there. Come over here for a moment.
Me?
Uh-oh.
Yes, obviously. Looks like it's as I thought, mostly. But she's missing 2 parts in her hair.
Okay, to tell you the truth, I don't have the time to stand around being, ogled by you. I've got strict orders to focus on my mission at all costs. So unless you can tell me where some powerful weapons are at...
I knew it! I had an inkling that was the case after looking you over. But the whole looking for powerful weapons part, that all but confirmed it.
Look at voice actors for this.
You're here to recover the fragments, aren't you?
How did you know? Are people around here able to read minds?
No, but we do have devices for that. Are you really a rebel ally?
The king said the rebels were the good guys, right? I hate to lie, but I think telling the truth here might be bad for the mission. Yep, absolutely. I'm all for helping out the...
Really now? But, then that'd mean... that's got to be it. And if that's true... Alright, I decided I'll help you with your mission. As long as you can prove your skills to me first, that is. No sense in wasting my intel and time on someone useless, even if they are an ally. And if you're considering refusing my offer, consider this. I know you're not from around here, which means you're as lost as osmium in the sky.
As who?
Do you really think you could find the fragments entirely by yourself?
She's not wrong on the being lost part. The king gave me info, sure, but it was only a brief summary. Plus, he's never been to the future himself. There's lots he may have misinterpreted or missed during his observations. And this shadowy woman does seem pretty confident she can help me out, too. I guess it couldn't hurt to give working with her a shot. Okay, I'll take you up on that offer. But how do you want me to prove myself? I'm not gonna do anything weird, so don't ask if that's all you want.
Actually, it's quite simple. You only need to make your way through a single one of these paths that extend from the hub room we're in. Then, you'll need to disengage a suppression injector by accessing the suppression injector vent console at the end of that path.
The fuck did she just say?
Paths? A hub room? Injectors?
Seriously? Leave this room in any direction and keep going that direction until you hit a dead end. There'll be a big thing with a grate under it in that room. Press the button on the keyboard that says disengage.
Thanks for, simplifying it.
It's fine. And of course, since you stepped on that save pad earlier, you'll respawn here if you fail somehow.
Oh yeah, the king already told me about how these save pads said I could swallow my earring to... I guess he did know more about the future than I'd get... Yeah, don't worry, I get how the save pads work.
Oh, you do? Given your relative lack of knowledge otherwise, that's surprising, but also relieving.
Uh-huh. Anyways, if there's nothing else, I'll meet back with you here after I've reached the end of a path.
I'm looking forward to it. There's one last thing I'd like to warn you about before you leave, though. I'd avoid mentioning you're looking for the fragments specifically to anyone around here. Even if they're a fellow rebel ally like myself, it could still put you in danger to do so.
Noted. And thanks for the tip. I'm off then.
Oh.
Okay, so when I saved that databank using my collection magic to read it later, I glanced at the text beforehand and saw that none of it had anything to do with my mission. Figure it'd be best to avoid silver databanks if they're just stories about random people. They won't help me any. But if I really wanted to check more of these out for some weird reason, I could save them, and then pour through them all in one shot when I've got some downtime.
Okay.
Like after I finished this area, maybe? Yeah, that sounds good. So, no more messing with silver databanks unless I want to save them to read at some point later, since they're not going to help my mission. Got it. That said, I should still look for those gold databanks that Clean Guy mentioned, since gold things are special, which means they'd have to be more helpful than the silver ones. Probably.
Okay.
You're not one of the hunters.
Just his last wish came true. I can't sit around though. The longer I take, the more time they'll have to grab Fragments herself.
Do I have powers? What's my powers? Okay. Ah.
Hey, fellow rebel, over here. Come on over and hang for a bit.
Why would you think I'm a rebel? And isn't it unsafe for you to announce that in worm territory like this?
Nah, it's totally cool. I'd shout again and prove it, but you already wrecked those grunts, so. Fact is, I'm lucky. Like, really, really lucky.
I'm not following. Why would luck protect you?
Yikes, never got your luck measured? I knew the rebels were under pressure since the decline. But if they can't even afford sarin scanners nowadays, things gotta be super bad over there.
A what now?
Hey, not my job to explain that kind of stuff. Go check your rebel glossary.
But I'm not a rebel. Why would I have... Weird. When did that get there? I guess you're right. I'll read it later.
It's whatever, but you're harshing my luck vibe, so could you, like, step a bit over there and then, like, stop talking to me?
Damn.
Your poor luck's rubbing off on me. Feels bad, man.
Gladly, weirdo.
Where the hell would that be? I got nothing. Okay, cancel.
You down there, do me a favor.
Okay. What?
Don't move. Don't even talk, actually. I'm optimizing the power on these fans, and the slightest thing could throw it off.
And that's going to take you how long?
As long as it takes.
Well, I can't wait around all day for whatever you're doing. Can I help somehow so you can get done faster?
Yes, you
Okay, what do you need me to do?
I need you to shut up and stop fidgeting around. This is the last shot I've got to make this work. 10 prior attempts, 10 times something went wrong. I've been electrocuted, blown up, melted, irradiated, impaled, you name it. This has went wrong so many times that the Grey Mists won't even supply me with new grunt armor anymore. Do you know how humiliating that is?
No, I can't say I do.
Of course you don't. I can tell you have no idea what's going on here.
How about you tell me what's going on then instead of being so damn condescending?
That would be a waste of time since I've just finished inputting the changes. 101% efficiency. Dr. Johnson said it couldn't be done, but clearly he's an idiot. And wrong too. Now for a test run. Perfect. Beyond perfect, actually. No, that can't be correct. It says my vertical trajectory is exponentially increasing. Damn it. There goes another.
Okay.
Not what I expected to happen. Definitely did not expect that. How can I deal with those fans, though?
The fans are safe to use now. You're welcome. So get going. I'll be watching you.
That was a thing. Yep. Would probably be good to be concerned about said thing. If I wasn't in a rush, that is.
Okay, hold on. The hell? Ah, your mom. Wait, that's... Are you... God damn. Well, hello there. Another one. No. Damn it.
Anyways, before I forget, there's this weird shadowy woman I've started talking to.
Don't want to talk about this right now. Need a rest after.
Having too many orgasms?
Shut up.
That woman up there, she's one of your allies, correct? I heard you talking to her earlier.
Who, Faye? I wouldn't exactly call her an ally. She's more like a rival. Our, leader told us that whoever gets the most fragments would be rewarded.
So, this isn't a purely altruistic mission for you. That's fine, though. People without ulterior motives have never sat right with me. As long as you stick to your mission, we'll be good, regardless of your intent.
Mental note, never tell her you want to destroy the fragments. The last thing you want is the crazy lady coming after you, too. No problem.
Good to hear. Now get going.
Got it.
I'm not gonna tell you got one fragment.
Good job making it to the end of the path. The suppression injector device is right over there.
So, I just press that button you were talking about?
The one that says disengage, yes. Before you do that, however, have you checked your glossary for this facility yet?
No.
Yep, I've checked it out already.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, that's all.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go disengage that suppression infector.
Injector.
Right.
Ow. Ow. Oh, this is fucking annoying.
This looks like one of those suppression injector vent devices that shadowy lady mentioned. She said to press a button on this.
First suppression injector has been disengaged. Now decompressing ejector.
Okay, so that's one down. What the hell?
Well, that was a surprise. Nice work disengaging that injector.
Speaking of surprises, how the hell did you appear in front of me like that?
It's just teleportation.
Oh, right. Of course. A distant harbor? Must be some sort of slang.
That, or the king's translation spell is low on mana. Anyways, now that you've proven yourself with that show of competence, albeit a basic one, I believe we'll be capable of establishing a working relationship. On my end, I'll provide you with assistance and advice regarding the nodes in this facility. This will make finding the fragments much easier for you. And in return, you'll locate and retrieve as many of the fragments as possible. We may require all of them to activate the lock, however.
About that? I, already collected a fragment.
You're serious, aren't you?
Yes? Wait, did I screw something up?
No, I'm just rather impressed. Very nice show of initiative.
Well, yeah, I know what I'm doing, of course.
As for the other 7 fragments, from the reports I've received, all of them are in this facility, with 2 in each node. That leaves 1 left to find here. However, I don't know the specific location of each fragment. So again...
Hold on. Facility? Node?
It seems I'll need to refresh your memory regarding quite a bit of fundamental terminology because of whatever happened to you. But that can wait until later. Put simply, I'll be escorting you through all the large buildings that have fragments.
And then it'll be up to me to actually explore those areas to find them.
Got it. That won't be your only objective, however. There's still 4 more injectors that must be disengaged. Until you've dealt with those, we won't be able to progress beyond this node. I kind of figured that was the case. So, your current job is to deal with those injectors, and your main job is to locate this node's remaining fragment, plus all the others in future nodes too.
No problem. Thinking about it though, why does she want me to disengage these injectors? Gotta ask her about that next time.
Well, we're gonna leave it there. Yeah, so a Mega Man Metrovania like game with Lewd. And as always, I will see you guys on the next video. Keep on gaming.